Hello, bookish friends in the internet. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited because I haven't done one of these type of videos in a while. And this is going to be a summer slash monthly unhaul, I guess. I am here to do another unhaul video. And for those who don't know, I started my channel out by doing an unhaul video. A lot of the times it would have been me with my friend Taylor or with my friend Sydney FaceTiming and saying, should I get rid of this? Should I keep this? So on and so on. But both of my besties, hi besties if you're watching, both of my besties were busy this week because they're working and I'm not currently. So I wanted to do an unhaul. I have 38 books. Listen to that. I have 38 books. And I just looked today and I had 1,121 books in total on my little Google Sheets that I've kept. Also, if you can hear the rain, that's pretty cool because it's been raining all day on and off today, and right now it's raining super hard. But anyways, I have 38 books to unhaul today. Some of these are going to my friends that are in my group chat on Instagram, and then some of them are going to go, a majority of them are going to go to my public library. My last unhaul, which I'll leave up above or down below, I literally just took those books to my public library yesterday, and they took the whole entire box, and it was filled to the brim too, so that's very exciting. So like I said, a few of these are already going to go to my friends on Instagram, and then some are going to go to my public library. So very excited for this, even though it's a little scary getting rid of books. But let's jump into the unhaul. Sorry for the long intro. Some of these I have read, some of these I haven't read, and a lot of these are book of the month editions, not gonna lie, because I'm just not gonna read my book of the month books. They've just been sitting there collecting dust. And some of these are Owl Crate books too, so we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I have 38 books to unhaul, and if there's a story behind it, I will tell you about it. So starting off on a note, on a little sassy note, I guess we could say, is The Court of Miracles by Castor Grant. This one I'm already giving away to my friend Jessica, who's in our Careers Book Club group chat. And she wanted this because it's like pristine hardcover edition. I'm not too interested in this book because I got this from an ex-friend of mine and I don't talk to that friend anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of this. And I just am not kind of in the mood for this, but also I am at the same time. But my friend Jessica says she wants this one badly, so I was like, yeah, if I pick it up again, I can just get it from my local bookstore or library. So this is the first book in the trilogy, and I know the other two books in this trilogy isn't out yet either, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. But yeah, I don't know too much about it. I haven't even read this one, but it's from one of my friends that I used to be friends with, but not anymore. So yeah, it's going bye-bye. Next, I'm getting rid of a full series on my shelf. I had the series, as you can see, one of them is very yellowed out. I had this series since I was middle school, I want to say, or even elementary school. When did this first book come out? First book came out in 2013, so maybe I had these since I was a 8th grader and going into my freshman year of high school. But that is the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey. I read all of these and I really enjoy them, despite the second one not being my favorite. I think my favorite is definitely the first book. And I only kept the series because A, these were my brother's copies at the time, but then he gave them to me. B, I just love seeing a completed series on my shelf, and C, my mom bought these books for me, so I might have these sitting in my mom's room because she has a stack of books that she wants to keep. But yeah, I'm not gonna read these anymore, so I'm gonna see if maybe my mom wants to keep them, or if anybody else just wants these, but I'm not going to read these anymore. These are good YA dystopian, very underrated on Book Talk and BookTube. So yeah, I'm giving away the whole trilogy. Sorry for my voice today. I think it's the rain that's making it worse or whatnot. Anyways, the next one I'm getting rid of, I bought this with my friend Taylor, and I thought I would love this. I thought this would be a 5-star film for me, but that is The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. This is the first book in a new, not new, but new to me, YA fantasy series, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars, but I haven't been motivated to pick up the rest of the series. I'm not even sure how long it is, to be honest. I mean, this book itself is pretty short. I read this last year in the fall time, I think, or even this year. I read it, I liked it. I haven't continued on with the series, so maybe I'll keep this. Maybe I'll keep this one as well, just in case I do continue on with the sequel, because I know this whole series is at my local Barnes & Noble, so maybe I'll pick up the sequel sometime soon and see if a reread is due for this book or not. But yeah, I bought this, read it, liked it. It was enjoyable, but wasn't a 5-star feel like I thought it would be. So, bye-bye. This next one, oh my gosh, this book was annoying the crap out of me, and it was repetitive, and it talked about Smexy time in a YA book, which is shocking. And that is Jay's Gaze Agenda by Jason June. I read this last year or 2 years ago now, and I enjoyed it at the time, but now looking back on it, I saw how like some scenes were not great as the scene played out. And then there was just a lot of talk Smexy time in this book, and it's a YA contemporary novel, so I don't know why that is. It felt very repetitive, and the audiobook narrator for this one, the voice was just like super annoying as well. So I give this 4 stars, and I might keep this because I have kept all of my career romance novels on my shelf, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of this because I was just really annoyed with this book, and I thought I would love Jason June's writing, but again, I haven't picked up anything else by this author since I started with this book. These next 3 books are Book of the Month editions. This first one was actually my first ever Book of the Month pick, and I had it on my shelf ever since I bought it, and I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet, or I told myself if I'm not picking it up this year, midway through 2023, I'm gonna get rid of it, and it's already September, and that is This Time Will Be Different by Misa Segura. Like I said, this has been on multiple TBRs, this has been in one book haul, and I just never got around to reading it. I had this on my shelf since 2019 is when I joined Book of the Month, so it's been like 3 years since I started Book of the Month, which is crazy. But yeah, it's been 3 years. I haven't picked it up yet this year, so I'm gonna say goodbye to this one. Next one, my friend Cindy told me I won't like these 2 books because she read them and she gave them 3 stars. And that is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett and Hello Girls by Brittany Calvaleo and Emily Henry. I kept this one because I love Emily Henry's adult romance novels, so I thought maybe I'll like this one. But my friend Sydney said she read these and she said I won't like either story. She said I might like this one just because it deals with spies and 2 females falling in love, I think. I could be wrong with that summary, but yeah, again, these has been sitting on my shelf. These both came out in 2019, so they've been sitting on my shelf for 3 years, and I haven't picked them up yet. So these are going bye-bye. Next book, I think I got this at like my local dollar store that we have here. Obviously, everyone has a dollar store. But I picked this up because it was literally $1, but again, it's been on my shelf for over 3 years, and that is Fragments of the Lost by Megan Miranda. I always wanted to read a Megan Miranda book because Lala at Books and Lala, she loves this author, I think. So I was sad that I never got around to reading this yet, and it's been on my shelf for quite some time. Maybe I'm interested in her adult thrillers she has, but I'm not too sure, because if I didn't pick up this one, I definitely won't be picking up the adult romance or adult thrillers, sorry. But I'm pretty sad that I didn't get to this because it was $1, and I just feel like it would be a good YA thriller to read over the summer or even in the fall. So this might go in my maybe stack. This next book or books, because they're all by the same author. I bought these books when I was a middle school, going into early high school. And honestly, some of these I've read. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have them all together. Some of these I have read and some of these I haven't read, and these just make me too sad to read them, just because if I show you these, you would know why. But I think I'm going to get rid of my W. Bruce Cameron books just because A, some of these are super young for me now, and B, they've just been sitting on my shelf collecting dust. So we have this one I haven't actually read yet, so I might keep this one, but it's A Dog's Courage, A Dog's Way Home, Molly's Story, Toby's Story, The Dog of Christmas, and A Dog's Promise, all by W. Bruce Cameron. Again, some of these were gifts sent to me by friends or family, and others I bought myself, but I'm like 24 now, and I think I'm a little too young for these books, but also they just are so heartbreaking, and I've enjoyed the ones that I read, and I just feel like they're just taking up space on my shelves. Especially The Dog of Christmas, because I keep meaning to read this every December, and I just haven't yet, so I was like, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So yeah, these are all gonna get rid of. These next two books are by the same author. This is an adult romance series I try to read. I read book 1 and gave it 3 stars, and then I read book 2, but I DNF'd book 2. I actually put it in my Unhaul shelf on Goodreads. Sorry, my eye is like bothering me so much. Like I said, I read book 1, gave it 3 stars, read half of book 2, but DNF'd it, and that is the Get a Life Chloe Brown series by Talia Hilbert. So we have Get a Life Chloe Brown, and then we have Take a Hint Danny Brown. Again, read these, enjoyed the first one, didn't enjoy the second one. I actually DNF'd the second one, which is so sad because I love the colors of these spines of the series, and I don't even own book 3 yet, and it's just been way too long since I read book 2, so yeah, I'm getting rid of these. And again, it's another book of the month edition, so we'll see. I don't know. I know I can get these on my Libby account because they're on there, so if I ever want to pick these back up, I can just get them from my Libby. This next book I had on my shelf, I don't even remember how I bought this book, to be honest. I think I got it from like one of my friends when they were doing their unhaul, and that is A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. I absolutely love the Diviner series by this author, but I haven't read this one yet. I haven't read this one yet, and it's just been sitting on my shelf for who knows how long. And even though I haven't read it yet, I'm still gonna get rid of it just because I don't think I'm interested in this book like I thought I was. I think I just bought it because Libba Bray was like an auto-buy author, and she hasn't released anything else since the Diviner series, so I'm kind of nervous to see if she does release something or not. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this book, sadly. What, baby, you okay? Sorry, my angel's over here. Do you want to go out? Hold on, let me let her out. Sorry, she's whining to go out of my room. Next up is a book that my friend Jessica is also going to get, and that is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novak. I had this on my shelf since 2019 as well, and I just haven't picked it up yet. I know this series has mixed reviews for all of her books on this platform, so I haven't even picked it up because of that. I know this feels like a good, like, at least the cover is giving me like winter vibes, so but my friend Jessica already said she wanted this one, so I was like, okay, yeah, you can have it. That way I can get it out of my library, and it is a chunky fantasy book too, so even though I am in a fantasy mood, I just don't think Naomi Novak is the author for me. Next is, I'm trying to keep all my authors. I literally got rid of a bunch of authors that I used to love, but like don't even read anymore. For example, I used to love Aaron A. Craig's writing, but I read this for my e-arc review that I did, and that is Together Apart by Aaron A. Craig, Ariane Desbris, Aaron Hahn, Bill Cosby, Rachel Lippincott, Brittany Morris, Sinjin Patel, Natasha Peterson, and Jennifer Yin. I read this because I had an e-arc of this from NetGalley, and it was enjoyable at the time. I think I give this 4 stars, maybe even 3 stars. It says 9 romantic stories about finding love in unexpected places during unpredicament time. So yeah, this came out during COVID because COVID happened. And I read it for what it was, and it was very cute, but again, it's just been sitting on my shelf since then. Next is a graphic novel that I have, and that is Swamp Things by Twin Branches by Maggie Stiefvater. I absolutely love Maggie Stiefvater as an author. I read this book in like 1 or 2 days a couple years ago, and since then I haven't picked it back up. So I'm gonna say bye to this. Some of the DC Icons comics I have enjoyed, but this one I literally gave like 2 stars to. But I honestly love the artwork, which is a reason why I kept this book. But I gave it 2 stars. I'm not gonna pick it back up, and so it's gonna go bye-bye. Next is Dry by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. I loved Neil Shusterman's Scythe trilogy, and I also love Jared Shusterman's book called Retro, which I read this year actually. But I haven't picked this up, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this book at all, and I don't even remember how I picked this book up, to be honest. That's happened to some of my books. I'm like, how did I acquire you? I'm sure it's like a local library sale, local indie bookstore, or something like that. But I haven't picked it up since I got it, and I don't even remember when I got it. But I don't think this book will be a book for me. So yeah, I don't know what else to say because I haven't read this one yet. Next I have is a duology that I am getting rid of, and one of these is an Owl Crate book, so whoever gets it will have the Owl Crate letter and the signed copy of it, and that is the Scavenge the Stars duology by Tara Sim. What's funny about this is I actually enjoyed both books. I gave both books 4 stars, and I have Tara Sim's adult fantasy novels on my shelf, so maybe I'll keep these one more time, and then if I feel like not keeping them going into 2024, I will get rid of them. I just enjoyed it for what it was. It was a fun pirate story with a heist, and I enjoyed it for what it, like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was, and honestly, it's not really a series I see myself rereading, even though I love Tara Sim's writing, and I'm excited to read what her adult fantasy has in store for me, but I haven't been like motivated to reread this duology. And yeah, it's a duology. It's not one I'm going to reread, and it's not one that I'm going to be sad if I get rid of. So I'm definitely going to get rid of these, and again, going to my local library. I almost forgot what to say. Speaking of duology that I got introduced from Owl Crate is the Goddess in the Machine duology by Laura Beth Johnson. I read both of these books because A, one of them is an Owl Crate book, and B, the sequel to this duology was a book club pick for Goodreads as of 2021, I believe. So these I only kept because A, the first book is so stunning as an Owl Crate edition, but they just been collecting dust on my bookshelves. I'm not too sure when these came out. I'm pretty sure in like the last 2 or 3 years. But I read these, gave them 3 stars. I actually gave these 3 stars, which is lower than what I gave the Scavenge the Stars series. So I'm definitely going to get rid of these. And again, whoever gets this will have a Owl Crate letter, and it will be a signed copy as well. So once again, whoever gets this, I hope they enjoy it more than I did. And I only kept this because this was a book club series we did, and it's sentimental because of that. But honestly, it's just collecting dust on my shelf at this point. Next I have is a book that my friend Taylor actually read, and she said to just get rid of it because she gave it 2 stars, and she felt like it was a ripoff of The Maze Runner, but have it as a YA thriller, and that is Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessel. I remember buying this off her Barnes & Noble website because they had like the buy 3 hardcovers, and it will add up to like $25 or whatever that deal was back in the day. But I haven't even picked it up since I bought this book, and it's just been collecting dust. And I trust Taylor's reviews because we read a very, very similar taste, and we're like very critical with her review. And I know if she didn't enjoy this, I know I won't enjoy it, so I'm definitely getting rid of this. This next one I haven't even read yet, but I feel like some of my middle grade books might be a little too young for me, despite me still loving middle grade, and for that I'm going to get rid of The Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris. Again, this has been sitting on my shelves for way too long, and I just haven't picked it up, and if I'm not picking it up, I'm going to get rid of it. So, yeah. This next one, my friend Taylor just bought this one off of me, so I'll put this in my Taylor stack that I have here, and that is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evan Welsh. I read this, I want to say 2018, very early on in high school, and I've enjoyed it for what it was. I actually continue on with this series, which I was really shocked to find out about that on my Goodreads, and I remember enjoying all 3 books, but again, haven't got to this yet, or I have got to this one, but it's just collecting dust at this point. And plus my friend Taylor said she wanted to get this off my hands for me, so thank you, Taylor, for getting this off my hands. This next book, I really hope this author is not watching my YouTube channel, because some of my authors do follow me. Like I said earlier about my middle grade books, I feel like some of my middle grade books are just a little too young for me now, and I feel the same with some of my YA contemporary novels that I have, and this is just a huge collection from an author that I don't think I'll be reading anymore. One of these I haven't read yet, so I want to keep it to see if I will give this author one last shot, or if I should just get rid of her whole collection, because I have some of them in hardcover and some of them in paperback. So that is Places We've Never Been by Casey West. So like I said, I haven't read this one yet, so maybe I'll keep this and give it one last shot, like I said. And if I don't enjoy it at the end, I'm definitely going to get rid of them, because I have all of her other books here. I have Sunkiss by Casey West. So this is Sunkiss. Love, Life, and the List, which I bought with my friend Taylor. Maybe This Time, and Listen to Your Heart, all by Casey West. I read them. They're enjoyable. They're cute, fun summer reads, but like my reading taste since I bought these have definitely changed. And even if you look on my Goodreads challenge this year, I haven't read a whole lot of YA contemporary, or I haven't even read a whole lot of middle grade books for that matter. So I'm gonna keep Places We've Never Been for now, and then I'm gonna get rid of these, and then if I don't enjoy this, I'm gonna get rid of it. But I'm gonna put this on my desk, that way I don't get these mixed in. And getting down to my final 3 books of the Unhaul, we have 3 books. One of them, or 2 of them, are YA contemporary. So same spiel. I feel like YA contemporary for me has been changing a lot lately, just with my reading taste and with like the genre. And so I'm gonna get rid of The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. This is a book I bought during my 19th birthday, and I remember this very clearly because I bought this, again, I'm talking about Taylor a lot, but I got this when I was with Taylor, and I will leave that 19th birthday vlog up above or down below in the description, most likely down below, because that was like my very first ever like experience making a vlog, and I think it was my first ever video of having Taylor on it. So pretty excited for that. So I haven't read this one since then. It's just collecting dust on my bookshelf at this point. Rocket, stop. And second to last is Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. My last unhaul, number 4, I unhauled the Serious Moonlight book by this author, and I just haven't been motivated to pick this up. Or I think I read this one. Did I read this one? I can't remember if I read this one or not. I think this is the only one that I haven't read by them. I don't know. future editing me will let you know down in the comments if I read this book or not, because I honestly don't remember. It's been years since, if I have read this, it's been years, and if I haven't, oh well. Last but not least, this is the author I've been trying to read for ages, and I finally got into her works. I'm gonna keep the one book that I have by her because that's the one book that made me love this author as an author. But this one for me was a 3-star read, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. So that is One by One by Ruth Rare. This is the adult thriller by this author that I read last year, 2 years ago now maybe. And again, just collecting this, and I gave it 3 stars. And if it's a 3-star or lower rating, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like, it just needs to go. And since I've done this Unhaul, I have quite a huge space on some of my shelves. Maybe not these ones right here, but definitely over this way. There's huge space over there. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this and see if any of my friends want it. If not, it's gonna go to my public library. Blah, blah, blah. There you guys have it. That is all the 38 books I am getting rid of. Again, all of these are either going to go to my friends or they're going to go to my public library. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys made it all the way through this video, leave a fall emoji. Any type of fall emoji that you can think of, leave it down below in the comments, because it is now September 1st. Happy September, and I cannot believe I have like almost 300 of you guys, which is crazy. So thank you so much. Also, I want to do like a little fun fact about my subscribers. Let me know down in the comments if you have been with me since the first Unhaul video I have done, and that's way back when. Let me know if you've been with me since the first Unhaul video, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. I hope you all have a great night or day or afternoon, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon, and I'll talk to you guys down below. Bye!